Hey, what's up? How's it going? My name is Socks. Welcome back to another video. I have fully moved into my dorm room as of now. Gone through my first week of classes. I've been wanting to make another video, but with moving in and trying to get adjusted to all my classes and stuff, it's been a bit difficult to do that. And I've been trying to draw, but of course, I don't know if it's because if it's because I'm tired from being here, if I still haven't really acclimated to my new schedule yet, which it's only been 4 days that I've had a new schedule. I've noticed I haven't been dreaming very much whenever I go to bed. Although I did dream last night, which I'll talk about that in a second. I haven't been dreaming as much, and I haven't been feeling motivated to draw hardly at all. I haven't been sketching much in my sketchbook lately, though I did start a new one, and so I've been using it partially as notes for my classes journal and partially as a sketch drawing scrapbook journal. But I'm trying not to put too much pressure on myself because I'm worried about burning out. I don't think I'm burnt out. I think I'm just not in a proper mindset to be able to consistently be creative. So if that's the case, then I don't want to agonize over not being able to do that, and then actually getting burnt out and physically not being able to do it at all. So I'm just kind of letting ideas sort of exist, and I'm just kind of thinking about things. At the moment, I'm just kind of letting myself exist, letting myself kind of acclimate to things. And I'm going to try and make this video just so I can make something, just to produce a thing, maybe get the ball rolling a little bit. So I'll tell you about my dream, or what I remember about my dream, and then I'll tell you about some of my classes and how things have been. So I haven't been dreaming hardly at all. I don't know if that's because my sleep schedule has changed drastically. I've been going to bed around 10, 11 o'clock, closer to 10 almost every night, and waking up, I have 8 a.m.s all days that I have classes. So I've been waking up 6:30, 6:45, which is completely different sleep schedule than what I had this past summer. So I don't know if it's my brain is I don't know. But whenever I do go to bed now, I'm genuinely completely exhausted. There's not just kind of it's 4 o'clock in the morning, I should probably go to bed now. It's man, it's 10 o'clock and I'm all out of energy. So I don't know if that has anything to do with it. I have no idea what the deal is. But last night I did have a dream, and I only remember a little bit of it. So the little bit of it that I do remember was I saw DJ Khaled pulling into a CVS parking lot. And so CVS is just like a pharmacy store. So I don't know why we were pulling into that parking lot, but I saw him pulling into that parking lot, and so I followed him, and I parked up against, there's parking spaces, and then there was kind of a hill that went up where the CVS was. So I parked in front of that hill, and then as I was kind of getting my stuff together, about to get out the car, DJ Khaled pulls up to my passenger window, and he knocks on my window and is what's up? And then I'm not in the car anymore. I'm kind of standing in front of him, and he compliments my fit, which I don't really remember what I was wearing, but he compliments my outfit, and I'm like, thank you, dude. That I really appreciate that. And I was like, I like your bracelets. And he had a whole bunch of bracelets on his arms, and it's those bracelets that are made of a whole bunch of little spheres, a whole bunch of little rock, polished rocks, or beads or something. He had a whole bunch of those, and I was like, yeah, man, I've been kind of wanting to get some bracelets like those. I might have to I'm gonna have to go look for some. And I don't remember what he said in response to that, but that's about the gist of like what I remember about the dream. I was just really excited that I had that dream because I was getting kind of where I was like, dang, like I've been having like really vivid dreams like every night, and I feel like it's been like really inspiring me creatively. And then all of a sudden it's just like, well, gone. There's just nothing. So yeah, interesting dream. Classes have been pretty good so far. I've been kind of trying. So I have a thing where I have a really difficult time interacting with people. I've been told that I'm really not as bad whenever it comes to interacting with people as I feel like I am. I feel like I get really awkward and like uncomfortable, but I've been told I'm not nearly that bad. So, but either way, I feel bad. I feel really awkward and like anxious about it. Not all of them, not every social interaction, but specifically with ones with people that I like don't know too well. And so like there's a bunch of people that I would love to talk to in my classes because they all seem like super cool people. I'm around a whole bunch of artistic people, and I feel like that would be so cool. Like I'm sure so many of them are really cool. But then I actually get to my classes and there's just no part of me that feels capable of interacting with another human being. So that part's been a little tough, but luckily there's some people that I am already like familiar with from last year's classes that are in a bunch of my classes this semester. So that's making things a little bit easier. I at least have some people I feel comfortable talking to, and I just don't know what to do about that, man. Like I just don't really know how to improve that. I'm trying to be just more like open and I don't know. I was genuinely don't know. But you know, the classes themselves have been pretty nice. I'm a little concerned over the anatomy classes because I just am not fond of like mass memorization. And I'm also a little concerned over art history for that same reason. I'm just not a big fan of like mass memorization. Like it's one thing like typography, my teacher threw a whole bunch of terminology at us in class today. But like that's terminology that we're going to be actively using throughout the class and then throughout my future classes. I mean, it'd be one thing if I was an anatomy major, but I'm an art major. So the anatomy has like it's not anything that I really need to know. Like it's information that might be useful to know for the sake of just understanding the body, but it's not anything that I really care about. So it's just going to be memorizing a whole bunch of terms for the sake of passing these exams, and then maybe I'll retain some of it later, but for the most part it'll all probably leave. And then art history is kind of the same way. Like it'll be nice to learn about like, you know, the roots of art and some other artists that I can maybe look at for like inspiration or to look up to or something. But I've done that like twice before in previous art classes and in a previous art history class. I took an AP art history class in high school and I failed the hell out of my AP exam for that class because I couldn't remember like half of the thing. It's because, to be fair, I got COVID like twice that year, or I got quarantined because like a family member got COVID. So I got kind of nerfed. It's been really hot outside and our climate's also really humid. So that just makes the heat really just uncomfortable, like sticky to your skin, thick syrup air to breathe. It's just mosquitoes and stuff and like gnats are just like terrible. It's just not great. And it's like once you start sweating, like because of how humid it is outside, the sweat doesn't really like evaporate. It just kind of stays there. So you just kind of get wet. Like you just start getting real damp. But this is like really hot. Like we're consistently over 100, 103, 105, 10, it feels like 109 Fahrenheit, degrees Fahrenheit outside. And it's just like an oven, dude. It is so ridiculous. Just walking from like my dorm to one of my classes is just so ridiculous. And like I think I'm getting used to it a tiny bit. Like I'm able to, make it to where I need to get to, and it's relatively okay. But like move-in day, whenever I was taking all my stuff from my car over to my dorm, dude, the amount of sweat that I was producing was concerning. Oh my God, it was ridiculous. And I felt just so like one of the days I had literally eaten like, I don't know, 10 McDonald's chicken nuggets. I just felt like miserable. I needed a shower. I was exhausted. It was just terrible. But, we're chilling now. I've got the setup. Let me know what you think. My fridge it keeps freezing. It's frozen my milk. Me and my roommate got a gallon of milk, and we put it in the fridge. And then there was one day I was hungry and I wanted to make me some cereal. And so I pulled the gallon of milk out, opened it, and as I went to pick it up, I noticed that there was like a physical like solid object poking up through the top of the milk. And I was like, ugh. And so I got a spoon and I like picked at it, and it sounded icy, and it was ice. And I was like, oh my God, it was like a slushy. It was like a milk slushy. And our fridge was at the lowest setting it could be at without being turned off. I didn't really know what to do. The top, which was like supposed to be a little freezer part, was like dripping with water. So I turned it a little colder to try and stop that and see if maybe it was just like a weird temperature thing in the refrigerator. And now the milk is just like frozen. It's just like completely frozen. I don't really know what to do about that. I've got like 3 boxes of cereal that I just can't really do anything with because I don't have any milk. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't want to make this too long. I just wanted to do a little update video just to get something made. I didn't even draw anything for this time, so I hope you're doing well. I hope you're taking care of yourself. I'm trying to continue being active on Instagram, so if you don't follow my Instagram, go follow my Instagram, dude with the socks, on Instagram. And if you're here from Instagram, I hope you are fantastic. I will try and do some more posts soon, and I'll also keep up the questionnaires so that way I can keep hearing from y'all consistently, because I like hearing from y'all before the camera cuts off. I've got 2 minutes. Whenever I did my last questionnaire, a whole bunch of people responded to it. Like slowly more and more of my followers on Instagram are starting to engage with my stories and stuff, and that's really good to see. I'm really happy that y'all are enjoying the stuff that I make and are wanting to interact with me. I love interacting with you guys. You guys are also cool, all cool people. Thank you for your time. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you haven't seen my previous video, you should watch that. That one's a little bit longer, a little, whatever. I'm actually drawing in that one. Meet my plant, Lola. My plant Lola is a succulent. She's doing very well. Okay. That's the video. Bye, bye, bye. I've got an emoji pillow. It's so silly and fun. I've got some little desk trinkets. I've got I've got a lovely little I've got a little guy. It's a good time, you know? We're chilling. We're chilling. We're chilling.